Alright, boos and ghouls, here we are, night 3, no holds barred, masquerade, masquerade, grab your mask and don't be late. Heat and fever in the air tonight! We are here to party. I got a movie that's gonna blow the balls off of these kids, Eve. It's one of my favorites, and JonTron didn't do it justice. Howling 2, your sister's a werewolf!
Now, Howling, the first one, is a fantastic display of atmosphere, suspense, and visuals. A perfectly crafted film exploring the supernatural prospect of werewolves living among us. Look, kids, real special effects. Remember those? No? You weren't alive?
This film is an incredible masterpiece of ambiance, horror, and special effects. The sequel's a turd, let's watch it.
I honestly don't know what kind of person I would be without my brother. That crazy bastard turned me on to so much cool shit when we were growing up, and our love of schlocky 80s B-horror culminated in the zenith of shitty werewolf movies which we are about to partake in.
Blood and guts and boobs and butts and a guy's head explodes. Let's party!
A golden chalice full of the filthiness of her fornications.
Fornication. That is my second favorite word that begins with an F.
What's your first favorite?
Our film starts out in Los Angeles, City of Angels, as we follow along a young woman out on the town looking for action.
80s dance club, check. Oh, I'm just going through my list of prerequisites for what makes a great film. So far, we have bitchin' 80s club, bitchin' 80s music, and oh yeah, bitchin' 80s fashion for sure.
Hey look, boobs.
Check that one off.
So far, on the movie, we're looking at a perfect 10.
Don't you disappoint me, Howling 2. I'm counting on you to deliver. And who stars in this? Annie McEnroy, never heard of her, and Red Brown! Strike Commando's leading thespian returns? Only this time it's to kick some werewolf ass? Oh, I am so ready. I'm so ready. This is gonna be the greatest Halloween ever! Let's party!
What do you know about the death of Karen White?
I know that she is a werewolf.
Enter Christopher Lee, who's investigating the death of Dee Wallace's character from the last movie. Obviously not played by Dee Wallace here.
Yeah, you think Dee Wallace is gonna take time out of her fucking New Age medicine store to star in this trash? I mean,
Christopher Lee, on the other hand, well,
You said your sister is a werewolf.
Ah, bullshit.
he plays the role of Stefan Krasko, who's tracking the woman from earlier who wasted those guys in the industrial area, hoping that she'll lead him to Sturba, the evil queen of all werewolves, whose 10 millennia birthday is coming up on Halloween. Sturba's gonna perform a ritual and bring about the end of the world or something, I don't know.
werewolves directly linked to Sturba's brood are stronger than the traditional werewolf, and as such, additional measures are required in order to eliminate them. Silver is ineffective against them, and they can only be killed with titanium weaponry, which doesn't have to do with anything at all.
Whoa, Chris, watch out for that werewolf groundskeeper.
Damn!
Skeptical Red Brown is now 100% behind Stefan in his quest to lay the werewolf queen to rest. I guess being attacked by 2 werewolves in one night was enough to convince him that they're real.
Where is Stirma? Dark country.
And now it's off to transsexual Transylvania!
Or should I say, Orgyvania guitar solo!
You know how you got Metroidvania? This is Orgyvania. I invented it.
Red Brown shows up, he's all like,
Where is Stirma?
that's supposed to be Sturba? She's just a little old lady. How much damage could one old woman possibly do? Sturba and her cult are performing a ritual where she steals the youth from a young girl, probably a virgin, and turns into Sybil Danning.
Oh my god.
Chip, what are those?
I wouldn't expect you to be familiar with the concept, Eve. It was before your time. Many moons ago, when R-rated movies were still around, they had what's called nudity. You had action, adventure, swearing, violence, and yes, breasts! The most wonderful thing! Proof that there is an all-powerful God, and yes, He is loving.
Room 666.
This hotel doesn't look like it has 6 floors.
I know. Funny, isn't it?
10 out of 10. We essentially follow our characters through the Festival of the Moon as they meet with Stefan's team of werewolf hunters in search of Sturba's castle.
There's a couple of corny scenes, but not much in the way of action and/or excitement. Wonder what's going on at Sturba's castle. Someone wrote that!
Oh yeah, Grandma, I actually just finished shooting this movie about werewolves where I'm covered in rubber latex fur and writhing around on top of 2 other people to simulate sexual intercourse.
On second thought, cut back to Reb Brown.
Boo! Hi, honey.
Ben?
10 out of 10. Best scene ever. Would definitely watch again. Here we have some overweight German tourists wearing pink fishnet. What?
Okay, guys, let's get real here. Now, there are companies like the Asylum that make bad B movies on purpose, but it's just not the same.
Whether it's intentional or unintentional, bad movies now are just, you know, bad. They're not corny, they're just cheap. Crappy CGI and bad acting, and it's just boring.
B movies back in the 80s at least tried their best, and that's why we love them. It's a sincere, earnest effort to make a competent film, but due to creative limitations and budgetary constraints, it just doesn't come out right. But that's the beauty of it.
It's funny because you can tell that these people probably thought that they were making a real movie.
Where was I going with this? Nowhere. Just that the 80s was the best, and it's exhibited in this scene here where Sturba's in an all leather and gold jumpsuit with huge shoulder pads and sunglasses. Check mark on bitchin' 80s fashion.
Meanwhile, Reb Brown leaves Jen in the care of Weasley Transylvanian guy while he runs off in search of Sturba's castle.
Dude, that was the most metal thing I've ever fucking seen.
Why Jenny had to be watched in the first place is unknown to me. I guess because she's a frail woman, she can't take care of herself. Hey, this was the 80s, times were different.
Better?
He attempts to put the moves on her with the sexiest of all pickup lines.
I suddenly feel hungry.
Works like a charm every time. I mean, hey, girls love food. All they fucking care about is food. You kidding me? You pull a line like that, girls are like, hungry? Food? You want to eat? Feed me!
What follows is a great schlocky action scene with dudes getting stabbed and explosive holy water hand grenades. Simon Belmont ain't got nothing on Reb Brown.
I hear they're gonna turn the Castlevania animated series based off of the Castlevania game series into a live action film series starring Reb Brown as Simon Belmont.
Dracula's all like, how about you? And Reb's all like, ah! After they enter the castle, Reb and Stefan split up, the former going to find Jenny and the latter going to face Sturba.
Here it is, the thrilling climax.
Sturba must be destroyed, and I will do it.
Yeah, kick her ass!
Sturba must be destroyed, and I will do it.
Yeah, kick her ass!
Then they erupt into poorly rendered fire.
Whoa, nice graphic!
So Reb and Jenny return to the City of Angels and live happily ever after. Cue credits.
Now that is what I call a movie. It had everything. Action, violence, nudity, music, and I would say I give it a 10 out of 10. What'd you think of it, Satan?
I wasn't even in this video.
Hi boys and girls, this is Eve. This year, I dressed as a nerd. I'm here to tell you that Chip was a dumbass and didn't make an end card for this video, so now I have to tell you to subscribe, like, and share on all of your social media. And don't forget to follow him on the Twitter, @link attached. Oh no, Chip is over doing something stupid. I gotta go.